We have an ammunition shortage. And engines.
Gee, I wonder why.
And oil. It's so weird to be laissez-faire and see all this stuff and think, well, it's not vital that I go do something about this.
I can import some ammunition from the British. Let's do that.
Thanks, British. You totally won't regret this.
I mean, they're pretty friendly to me now. Apparently they changed their strategy and they are conciliatory to me now.
We'll see how long it lasts.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna set my borrowing and lending to only fellow Spanish armies here, so that we can kind of focus on fighting by ourselves. God, my money is just filling the hell up. Also, this company is just not getting off the ground,
The Austrians also have a revolt.
Sadly. There's some things here that would do well that
We can also push the border now.
Oh yeah, I see. Revolt. How strong is that revolt? It's not that strong.
No, but we only need to gain momentum.
Tell you what. You focus on the offense, I'll focus on the defense.
Alright. I have to change everything back.
Even though apparently I actually have more offensive value than you somehow. Because you don't have a lot of artillery. Yeah, you have like no artillery. That's why I have better offense than you. You have better defense than me. Where's all your artillery? Is it over in, is it going to Egypt?
Like 10.
Do you just build like barely any?
I haven't invested in nothing. That's the starting army of the French, basically.
Oh, I see. Okay then. Did you ever start that naval invasion? No, because the war hasn't started.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You were only sending 40 units to deal with all of Egypt?
Yeah.
You're gonna fight 76 plus 8 units with 40. Are you sure
they don't
about
have that much in Egypt right now.
They have a professional army of 50, 26 conscripts. That'll only go up. They're raising more as we speak. And then Hejaz has 8. We're talking almost 100 here.
I'm not afraid of that much, to be honest.
Well, good luck.
I mean, their technology is way behind.
Yeah, but like, you don't have artillery. This sounds like a terrible idea.
Alright, I sent some more.
At this point, at this point, I guess if you wanted, you could just focus everything on Austria too to push the front, and then just head into Egypt later. The Egyptians are in Austria anyway, I guess. If you do naval invade, they'll go back, but maybe you just move that 40 or something to the Papal States, so you have that front covered. It's not super important right now what happens.
No, that's also true.
So long as Austria falls, the rest of the war will fall into place, and I guess the more fronts we have against them, the better.
They won't get there on time, but so be it.
They could go into the Papal States?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea right now. They'll spread out better. Oh, good luck to us.
Yep.
I set my units so that the Spanish are only fighting with Spanish, so I could focus fully on helping defend. Woo! Yeah, and you can see it. You can see the French invading. How are your advances going? Not the greatest. But that's no surprise when you have such little artillery. But hey, you got to that other front now. Papal States wants me to give them military assistance. No. I'm already spending like crazy on this war. I'm only getting Hejaz out of this. I'm spending like crazy. I'm not getting any war reps. I'm negative like 42k right now. I'm not giving you military assistance. What's the matter with you? Oh, China backed down in a play against Britain. Interesting. Honestly, I mean, I don't know. You tell me if you think I should do this. You want me to just go wrap up Egypt and Hejaz real quick? Since they're not there anyway?
I'd rather send my troops then, because...
Okay, well then I'll just stay here.
I will send 43 battalions then, alright?
I just offered because you're pushing an offensive and I'm defending. That's the only reason I offered.
Okay.
Especially because I just saw 102 of the Austrians just moved east, meaning you don't need me here necessarily as much. Meaning I could probably just go and quickly conquer all of that while they're away. Also luring the Egyptians away. This is like a temporary...
Oh, you also have 60 ships. Alright,
Yes.
do that.
Okay, I will do that. Where should I land? I guess we'll go for Libya.
I will join on Sinai, to be honest.
Because
you have the capital right after.
I was wanting there to be one linear front, so that I don't get like dudes on either side.
Alright.
Alright, I'm off. Good luck.
You too.
Go back to advance front. Yeah, and you still have the advantage, so you're good. You have an advantage on every front that you are on. The Egyptian fleet's already coming here. More Austrians are moving to the east. This is good. I already have, like, a bunch of deaths, but they're only from attrition. Whoa, wow, I landed instantaneously because nobody was defending.
Damn.
Nobody was here to defend, so I just immediately landed.
That's good.
Brazil sided with Sardinia, Piedmont in a revolt. What the hell? Raising concerns. Weaken the petite bourgeoisie. Yes, please.
Here come the reinforcements.
Without scandal. Popularity. Who's this guy? Leader of the Catholic Church? Oh, yeah. Fuck him. Well, I'm just blazing through Egypt. This is quicker than I thought it would be. And pushing up on the Nile right now, where they're finally going to have to fight me. Oh, Britain's going for Burma. It's good for them, I guess. Not necessarily for us. We're getting level 3 education. This is hot. This is so hot. The Catholic Church is a lot weaker than it used to be, man. This is pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Wow, this is all one big front. That's quite an interesting looking front. Oh, because they go down that way too. I see. Well, that's quite a big, interesting front. Some Austrians have come over here. Barely any, but some. Regardless, I'm just absolutely slaughtering them here. Your fronts don't look to be moving too much.
No, but that's alright.
They're putting more on Alsace-Lorraine. They are conquering in the east. They're winning against that revolt, which is really no surprise. It's still there, so you still have the advantage. Especially in the Papal State front, you're actually starting to push into their territory.
Yeah, I'm gonna set the other line to defense.
The Alsace-Lorraine front.
Yeah.
That might be smart. Your offensive values are really not that great with your lack of artillery. But theirs isn't that good either, and your infantry focus means you have the defense to withstand them. We're just absolutely slaughtering these guys at every single instance, pretty much. They have line infantry, so they're like equivalent to our mobile artillery, for example, but they don't have skirmish, which is a big deal. It's a big, big deal. Gabon, rubber discovered. That has nothing to do with me. Rubber discovered in the Congo. Unfortunately, still nothing to do with me that I know of directly. Not directly, otherwise it would have told me. Look at all this stuff. Where else are we building? Are we building in Sokoto? No, Nigeria. Huh. Nigeria incorporated into Sokoto. Oh, okay. What? Protectorate. Nigeria. So in Sokoto. Not Nigeria. Oh, Nigeria, the location. Okay, I see. Okay, I'm slaughtering Egypt. Now, if they want anybody to get here, they have to go around. And I see Hejaz is going around Africa. More than that, some Austrians are going around Africa.
I do hope you can finish fast, because...
Hopefully. Yeah, I see they're starting to turn on you now that that's done. Hold on. I'm killing them. So look, they're like mostly dying. I'm gonna preemptively deploy my navy around by Hejaz in case I need to step on that as well. But once Egypt's out of the war, yeah, just turn to you. What happened to you over there? They moved a lot of guys down to the Papal States is what happened. If you need to, you could move that guy out of the Papal States, move him to the Alsace-Lorraine front so you have a smaller front. They would eventually move there, but the front is just so thin anyway. And
that might, yeah.
You need manpower on the main front anyway.
Yeah.
I'd if you can afford it, I'd definitely make sure your funding for military is like max.
Yeah, it does.
Alright, cool.
Oh wait, I didn't have the supplements on.
The supplements?
Yeah.
Oh, like those, the mobilization?
Morale recovery.
Oh yeah, I don't have the supplements on either. I guess if we can afford it. Well, I mean, I guess I have to pay for it myself. Sugar, tobacco, liquor, those aren't, like, rare. Yeah, that, like, almost doubles the cost of my army, but, yeah. Do you have the balloon reconnaissance on?
Yeah.
Is that why we're so short on oil? I guess...
Probably.
Well, I don't want to activate that right now, because when turned on and off, it has a debuff, but I guess I can enable it, maybe. Try that. Battle occupation sounds good. Helps attrition as well. Since this is like my main big army anyway. Fieldworks unlocked. Army defense. That is really good timing, I would say. Yeah, we have mechanized workshops we can swap to for furniture manufacturing, textile mills, sewing workshops. Yep. This all looks good to me. Let's get it. How's our peasants? 28.5%. It's changing like crazy. Anti-French Association. Establish foreign investment rights agreement with Prussia. No. Liberal movement. I don't really like that. I'm sure it's not good. Suffrage, speech. Well, actually, maybe this is good. Plenty of willing ears. I'd rather just get like the universal political strength.
Egypt will already accept the peace deal.
Yeah, because they're getting beat up. But the peace deal is a white peace, so just ignore it. I've almost conquered all of them. I don't know if I need to conquer Hejaz too, but at the very least...
I would do it.
Well, I know. I'm just saying, I don't know if Egypt will kind of like say, oh, okay, well, that's all. Because you know they like bow out eventually on their own. Like what would just knock them out of the war, essentially. Yeah, their armies down here are absolutely weakened. I see your situation is not amazing.
Yeah, but they don't win very much battles, to be honest.
Well, that's good. So long as you can hold, then it's good. Yeah, I just saw you win one. Both you and the Austrians have lost like 100,000 men, 200,000 wounded. Jesus. You just have to hold until all of this stuff falls down here. There's some Austrians over here, but they'll only delay the inevitable. We'll go for mechanized looms on textile mills. That's fine. I think that works pretty well. And we can't really use any of these others. Bessemer process, make sure that's active. And then it's harvesting tools, which is just tools. Yeah, sure, because we're starting to burn through what we have. I'll do the same thing for millet, even if it says it's not necessarily good. Definitely use barbed wire fencing, no matter what it says about it. Oh, cow. I just started noticing. I sank 325 enemy convoys between all three of the enemies. That's amazing. I've never seen these reports before. I guess that's a really important place where the convoys are coming out of right now.
Yeah, they only have 2 C nodes, to be honest.
267. Another 267. That's crazy. Great Britain took on Upper Canada's debt. What the hell is Upper Canada? Oh, I see it. There's a Canada and an Upper Canada. Oh, I can establish a bunch of colonies myself now. Hold up. What is all this? I want this stuff, whatever this is. I think I might just click on literally all of them and figure the rest out later. I'll just build ports in any of these locations.
They're winning a battle.
That don't have any... There you go. And colonize. Meanwhile, down here, the flag fucks up occasionally, but we're focusing... Hey! Okay, Egypt to your protectorate. Hejaz is transferred. I did it.
Nice. Good job.
Now, here's the question. You want me to go all the way back up to you, or go to the Papal States and push out from there?
I think you can... Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna go.
I would say if you get on time in the Papal State, go to that front, but
it's forcing me to sail around Africa because Egypt isn't in the war, so that's a nuisance. What? Well, because Egypt is no longer in the war because you own them as a protectorate, it's forcing me to go around.
They're mine property then. What?
But they're not in the war because they're a protectorate. If you were able to enforce your military access, then...
No, I can't.
Yeah, then I'm going to have to sail around Africa. So, I'm on my way. Just have to hold over there and Alsace-Lorraine for a bit longer. If I could push from... Hopefully I get to the Papal States in time, because if I push up there, especially while they have less there, I could definitely make some good progress. Spain's here to help!
Yeah, the Spanish Armada.
Oh, there's a peace deal proposed. What? Oh, they're pushing for white peace. They're asking for white peace right now. So how far do you want? How much do you want to push for these war reparations? Because before it gets any worse, before I sail all the way around Africa and we have to blaze through these hundreds of units where you're going to lose at least 100,000 more men, at least. How important are these war reparations now that we have the target?
Not that much, to be honest.
Okay, because I'm also a non-negotiating participant, meaning if something happens to me, you're fucked. But, so yeah, that's up to you to accept that. We did it, though.
Yeah.
Hey, nice. That is a victory. And also, this took off. Yay, productivity, prosperity. We're going to get innovation bonus at some point. Sweet. And I now own Hejaz.
Congrats. Let's build some oil.
I mean, my building queue is on some other stuff right now. Like ports and government admins and ports. If you want to build oil there, you can. If my private industry wants, because I'm laissez-faire now, so.
Me too.
Yeah. I can't even build oil wells. Remember, I'm not technologically advanced. I don't think anyone's that technologically advanced.
I am.
Well, then you build oil. I'm gonna try to turn on that balloon recon, I guess. Make my military even more expensive. We have a transport shortage in Cuba and Navarra, so that's gonna mean Cuba and Navarra. It's gonna mean a railway. Where the hell is this railway? In domestic, please. Cuba and Navarra. Is this one working? It is. Cuba and oh. You call that domestic? Come on. Navarra. Yes. +1/+1. Okay. I'm also going to queue up 50 infantry for a new army. It's going to be themed and named after the state. The Castile Cougars. Because why not? Oh man, some of my dudes are going to Uruguay. We're receiving some from Spanish South Cameroon, Navarra, French Guyana. We're mostly pouring our guys into Uruguay, it seems.
I'm back.
Which is not great. And my peasants got a little bit of a buff of sorts. Make sure everything's on gas streetlights, please. We want everything to be as up-to-date and upgraded as possible. I think we can have increased wool gathering on pretty much everything here at this point. That seems fine. Yeah, the fig orchards, I don't know. From the millet farms, we don't have a lot of these, so... Crystal glass, I think I'll swap those over. Crystal glass. Glass works to crystal glass. Less wood usage, that's good, that's good. Make sure everything's on ceramics. Good, good. I'm gonna get another army going that's like 50 and it's just entirely skirmish infantry for defensive purposes. And then at some point I'll go for like another one of those or fill up the rest of my navy to 100. So I have one big offensive army and then like 2 defensive armies and then like that. And then eventually fill up those defensive armies to be more offensive. Another company is available. Did I research that myself? I probably did. Yeah, I did. Now we're going for joint stock companies, which would be another company. Well, we do have the 15% innovation bonus. That's amazing. I'd love some army offense. That one's doing great. There was another one that was doing great too at one point. It's not doing great anymore, nor is this right here, but hey, army offense, that sounds good to me. Let's go ahead and establish that. Cost 1.5 mil, something to keep an eye on. Sure. Right now, my queue is only 20 months, and they are not yelling at me to do anything else. We're still short on ammunition, so I might throw some of that into the queue, because I don't really trust them to do that. Munitions plants. Sort by earnings. Toledo makes sense. Castile, we're going to want in Castile. I don't know why in Aragon, but sure, I'll throw one there. Dangerous equipment. Oh god, mortality in manufacturing or throughput. Ooh, no. I'll just take the mortality, thank you. Even with me losing stuff to migration, which we are, to like Uruguay especially. So many of my guys are moving to Uruguay for some reason. I don't know why. But then, like, I'm getting some from you. It's weird. But with Uruguay, I can also now turn this into a puppet. There you go. Now that's a puppet, I can wage wars through it. Which is great. Scandinavia declared me a rival. What? Why? Alright, I guess you're going to be my rival then. I didn't want this. They're almost, or they are a great power? They're a great power? They are. They might be kicking Russia out at this. No, they're not. They're like the lowest prestige rank great power. Well, that's interesting. Disease outbreak started in Aragon. Oh, great. Wonderful. Rubber rush. Ooh, the Spanish Niger Delta. Discovered rubber. That's hot. Am I establishing colonies everywhere that I can? Yes. I wonder if they, like, what happened to the colonial administrations? I don't know, because I don't really see them anymore.
What do you mean?
They used to be able to make colonial administrations, like, as a little decision.
Yeah, I haven't found it also.
Oh, I see it. Oh, you need civilizing mission as a technology first.
Oh.
Yeah, that makes sense, I guess. I wish it wasn't at the top. I wish I could, like, bump it to the front without messing all this up. But this is all naval stuff, so... Or there's artillery here as well. I'll just cut out the naval stuff and then throw it back on. I'm going to bump that from number 8 in my list to number 3 so I can make it sooner rather than later.
Oh, they also declared me their rival.
Scandinavia?
Yeah.
Crazy. What's your construction at right now?
The same. 270.
I got mine up to 200. But yeah, speaking of, we're gonna need more universities. Let's do Aragon and Asturias and Balearis all at the same time. My literacy is up to 38.6%. Still very low because I'm just kind of like trickling universities in. Honestly, I could probably go for one everywhere that's like, you know, normal at this point. Instead of holding back now that we're in laissez-faire, just leave all the unintegrated locations be. Oh, we got education up to level 3. That's also pretty helpful. Although it's wealth-based now. I want to improve the health system, which I would love to.
Maybe I can give Belgium in the power block.
It's gonna buff these guys up. Yeah, they'd be a good one. They're actually pretty strong, and now the UK hates them.
Yeah.
These guys aren't like the biggest problem anymore, really. Big enough of a problem that swapping over here would be tough. Well, actually, it's not even them that's the problem. It's the landowners, so I don't know. Maybe I could get it up to at least level 2. Get a little more food security, some other stuff, pollution effects reduction. It's also law enforcement, state penalty reduction from turmoil. That's pretty nice. Colonial growth would be pretty good now as well. I'll up that to level 2. We could maybe do level 3. We'll start with colonial stuff. Yeah, we'll start with that. We'll see how that goes. I am building more of this stuff.
We really have a grain shortage.
We'll go for this too. I'm working on some national stuff, so don't look at me. This isn't going amazingly either, so let's just get rid of that. We just need some kind of food in general, but there's not a lot of exports of grain. At the end of this queue, I'm going to build more ships. So that's going to mean 10, let's say in Valencia, 10 right there of the frigates, and then man-of-wars, 10. We'll just do 1, 2, 3. Just fill up everywhere else with the man-of-wars and get that up to max, and that should hopefully be good. And then that is 25 months out right now. We don't really need to worry too much about that. Money is starting to go down, not necessarily keeping up anymore.
We can also... Why don't we have a mutual investment agreement?
Because until every time I have checked, you have not had enough influence for it.
I do now.
Oh, we could do that. You also needed to get me into the block earlier, which was a big thing.
Oh yeah, true.
And now I can profit off of your country. Laissez-faire. Do I not have military assistance from you anymore? I don't. What happened there? Sad face. Give me back my military assistance. Yeah, it gives me tech spread for military. And I'm way behind you. I already sent it to you.
Oh.
Alright, well. There you go. Remember when Austria was supposed to be like your friend or something?
Yeah.
I guess that's not a thing anymore.
I mean, they're still positive towards me.
Even after fighting you? That's funny.
Yeah, the relations are cordial.
A revolution in Brazil. Well, not actually Brazil. Paraguay. Paraguay? More like Paragay.
Ha.
Ha, 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 ha. I'm gonna try to get the private health insurance, even if it's gonna radicalize someone. We'll try it. If I need to, I'll bump up law enforcement as well. Radicalize clearly doesn't always mean that they're going to rebel, and the Home Affairs is helping in protecting against that, so. That seems good to me. My private industry is now building in Egypt. And just France proper. Dissolve our alliance with the French Empire. That's not happening no matter what. So, unfortunately, that was the landowners, and we were already radicalizing them. Promote some guy to Major General. What? Okay, I mean, we'll not force our hand. I'll allow it. It's fine. I think he needed that anyway. Yeah, he did need that promotion, so why not? What's nice about Hejaz is I got them in their current state, which was already puppet. Have you noticed that DK has gone into the other recording chat and he made the status plotting against Resoula?
No.
And typed, now we charge and take the beach over here and there. Crooked connections. Oh, man. Catholic Church, I mean, fuck them, right? Let's get this through sooner rather than later, I guess. He responded to my outwitting DK status by making his, no you're not. Ooh, this is good. This is good. Yeah. Petite bourgeoisie, I guess an industrialist. And success chance. This is just good in general. Well, the petite bourgeoisie part doesn't really matter, but the industrialist part matters, as does the success chance. Oh wow, we're deep into legitimate government. How the heck did this happen? Hey, nice. I don't. You know, the game's a lot chiller when you have laissez-faire. Like, my workload has reduced by a lot.
Yeah.
Of the things, like, it's a lot chiller.
You know me, I don't like micromanaging, so for me it's a lot chiller. Yeah,
I guess so. You know, if I ever got the option for command economy, bro, I would take it, though. Just because it's the most efficient one. It literally seizes all of the money in the investment pool, dude. Imagine just getting a free, like, 53 million.
Do you have that much?
My investment pool? Yeah.
I got 700k.
Well, I've been in... I'm not pushing what the private industry can build as much as you are. By getting it up to 200 construction, I've started moving more in that direction, but it's kind of like even. It's mostly positive, slightly negative on what they're making. I'm currently building, so I don't want to make it too bad, because I need to build a bunch of ports, I need to build a railway, I need to build a bunch of military, I need to build a bunch of stuff. Oh yeah, that reminds me. We probably get rid of this down to 0 again. We don't need this morale stuff. Be a little more money efficient. Because we're burning through it.
The British have started to improve our relations.
Yeah. It's quite a change. They're my rival, so...
I'm their rival, too. I mean, I have them rivaled.
Yeah. Opposition members. Success chance. I want success chance. That's what I want. Ah! Yes, please. Who cares if the industrialists are a little unhappy? We got another company. We got another company and less urbanization. Work by productivity, and it's still just this, man. Ugh. I would love this one. I don't want this one. Loyalists from political movements? Like, don't really care. I care more about this. I don't necessarily want to establish something that's not going to be good, so I'll probably like check back on this, because regardless, this is going to cost me a lot of money. Oh, hey, look at this. Steel. Arms. Interesting. I want this one. I'm going to maintain single crop again, actually. I remember why I didn't do this, because you're trading 10 grain for sugar and fruit. Sugar doesn't really count as a food, I think. It's more just like an ingredient, pretty sure. It's a luxury food. Yeah, no, we need like the basic foods. So, grain. If you want, at this point, you could swap over that Cameroon stuff to me.
Let's see. Cameroon or Congo?
Congo? It's in the Congo, but I think it's called Cameroon.
Maybe it's about... In 375 days, think I'm done with colonizing everything there. So.
I did not. Oh yeah, that's like a next like tick. I didn't see that you were still colonizing. I have to be in the diplomatic lens for that.
Yeah.
I was like, it looks like he's not colonizing.
I think my colonizing goes a little faster than yours.
It does.
Hey, Belgium wants to join the power block.
Hey, that's good. Get them in the market.
Welcome. Here's our shit.
With so many members now, you're down to 43.87%. I'm down to 18%.
Yeah. I was looking also at maybe recruiting China, but
Holy cow. we could stuff so many goods down those Chinese throats if you could get them.